Welcome back. Another exciting episode where an electrician does some plumbing really well, maybe not really well. We've just moved into the new house. I know I keep saying every video, I need to do a full walk around of what we're gonna do, but for some reason, today is absolutely torrential rain. I've started this way too late, I'm trying to get stuff organised. It's 3:45, but it's okay. We've got ourselves a brand new commercial sized washing machine and tumble dryer, but why not? Issue with the tumble dryer is 25 amp. Washing machine, no issue, other than there's no water in this garage. Nice double garage. From the last episode, it's getting emptier and emptier. We're getting rid of more and more boxes. But the only water in here, well, other than the boiler, which is gross, it's getting ripped out soon, well, I say soon, is the outside tap, which is here. It's fed through the back of the kitchen cupboard in a joint that's buried in the wall because there's no back to the cupboard. So I need to get a cold water feed from here, up, across, down to an isolation point, and to a 3/4 thread for the washing machine valve to go onto. I've gone over the top, even though this is temporary because it's all going to be replumbed and rewired at some point within the next, hopefully, 2 months. But I've just gone and upgraded my plumbing kit beforehand. We had a little tiny pack out. Now we've got the proper boy stuff. So couplers, some 90s, some T's. I've got myself some of the abrasion pads, whatever the hell it's called, a heat mat, that, all the lovely stuff. My bottle that I've had for years, which I picked up this morning and I felt a bit empty, so I've got a top up just in case. I brought lag in to do this as well, because it's currently beginning of December, and if this replumb doesn't get done in the next month or two, it's going to be freezing cold in here. So, first of all, I'm going to turn the water off. This is what I managed to scratch off earlier, the paint-wise. So I am going to give this the best go as I can, within reason, and hopefully it goes all right. Right in the back. Wash machine, hot water, and then we've got hot and cold that go up. But as the cold goes up, in the back of the wall somewhere, it turns into a T and punches straight through. So isolation point is probably just going to be the main stop tap. Main stop tap, washing machine coming up. Unfortunately, it's T'd there because we've got a nice isolation valve, and the hot one, which is still leaking from the last video we did yesterday for the hot tap, that's also got a drip on it. So I'm just going to turn the mains off. Oh dear, it's seized. And I know you shouldn't do this, but it's my house. What my plan was to do is to clean this up. I can tell obviously this is a solder joint. Heat this bottom joint up enough to remove the outside tap. Put a little bit on, T-point, come across, outside tap back on, because I want to use the jet wash soon, even though it's not really necessary. It's just me being weird. Come across, elbow up. That's what I'm planning to do. I'm not a plumber. I haven't soldered anything in over 10 years. The last person that ever taught me to solder anything was my dad. So. Oh, apparently the pack out isn't waterproof. That's pretty stupid, yeah, it's got holes all in it. I honestly thought that would work a lot better than it is, to be honest. Right, that's why I wouldn't solder off, it was still had water in the system and I couldn't undo this, so right, let's see if we can get that out of there. I should have undone this to start with as well, unless it's melted on the reed. I know, I'm multi-tooled that, and I have tried to take all the burrs off. But I know that this type of solder joint, the solder is built into the knuckle, which is what that lump is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I'm pretty sure. So I am going to put that on there. This stuff costs a lot of money as well. Not fun. Well, the first one was awful. All the other ones not too bad. I'm not going to pick this up. I wish I'd done a little box of water. Box of water? So I'm just going to let this cool down for a minute. That is shameful. I just overheated it. Clearly I didn't do that one very well. All the other ones though, that looks alright. Got a bit of a tidy up. I'm just double checking, clean this up, lower end. I just want to see it as it fits. I'll get some clips in there and there, and then right, after faffing around, I appreciate this to get this looking nice. Doesn't need to be for me because it's going to get covered in lagging, but anyway, I wanted to have a go. I can appreciate with practice, I actually genuinely think I'd be quite good at this, but as it stands right now, I've got that on. I couldn't bend the tap. When someone's tightened the tap up to the base, it's on the wonk. It's fine. I'm going to put a new one in at some point. I'm not going to have it in here either. I'm going to have it outside. But we're all there, and I've done the joint with the coupler that I really probably shouldn't have done. I've made the next piece off, and I've already got substantially better at soldering. I realise you really don't have to heat it up for very long. Touch it on, spread it round, let it run, wipe it off afterwards. Put the clips in, but the other half's going to want to make tea soon for the kids. Do I solder a little bit on, put a compression isolator here, do that, test this to make sure this is fine, or just carry on going and then go to the end, and if this fails, then realistically I'm knackered myself by putting a long piece in, having to undo the solder there. Logically speaking, out loud, for me, who's a spark, who doesn't do plumbing, I'm not 100% sure on this joint. I'd rather just put a small piece on, compression it, and then leave that end as an isolator. Right, I'm going to turn the water on. Can you guys just keep an eye on this for me? Thank you. He's done it. Here, come on. Oh my God. Got to that point in the day. It's getting late, but we're having fun. Ish. That is all on, up, across, lasered, slightly out at the top. It is what it is, but done. So instead of doing a normal washing machine valve, I've done a compression one at the bottom because I wanted to get a big lever one at the top. So, and it's red, even though it's blue, but that's fine. So that's currently off. That's currently off, but I need to just test for leaks up and down here. So let's do that together. That's the wrong screwdriver. Should I do it? Don't use that, it's got holes in it. I just really like this big red lever, so that's why. Honestly, that's reasonable. Good water pressure, isn't it? Look at that. Bang. And I've brought some lag in. Yeah, alright, I'll do it. And we're done. We got it done. I would have put some cable ties around it, but I don't have any on me. All lagged, all across. And I'd love to have done the nice 45-degree angles, but it's late and it's cold in here. And I don't have a wood saw, and I'm filthy as well. Right. Next thing is, not this video, if I get a chance to do it, I've got to do a 6mm feed, like I said, to the dryer, all the way through, all the floorboards up, which is going to give me a good idea of how the floor lays, how the house is underneath with when I rewire it. We're planning to do an extension up above here. It's already got planning permission on it to go up. The foundation's already big enough, but annoyingly it's only single skin brick. So we've got to do another skin on the outside. Like I say, foundations are already sound to go up. Fuse board, comms cab, battery storage, unvented cylinder, no, pressurized cylinder, possibly air source heat pump. I'm not sure yet. I've got John, one of my mates, plumbing company. They're coming around to go and do I don't actually know what the test is called. It's the test for an air source heat pump to go around to see if you qualify for it. The usage your house has, this radiator sizes, window sizes, all the calculations that they can give you to be like what size heat pump you need, how many radiators you need to change, pipe work you need to, all that sort of stuff. That's happening very soon. So I know I'm an electrician, but the fact I've got this house and I can turn around and film as much things as I want to and step outside the boundaries of doing electrics while having a good time, I will. Right. Love you, bye.